Good morning, class. Today I'm going to cover chapter 6, big data. Okay, what is big data? The name itself is telling you the meaning of big data. So if you see here, it's called as big data because of it's a large volume of data here, massive volume, and the data is in both of the form, which is structured and unstructured data, that is so large and it is difficult to process using traditional techniques. So big data is just what it sounds like, a whole lots of lots of data. How big data is big data? How big is the big data? So you can see these are some example. Twitter user sends out 285,000 of tweets. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this one is per minute or per day count. Okay, so more than 100 million email is generated. Okay, 72 hours of new video are uploaded. 72,000. So imagine how big it is. Uploaded into YouTube. 15,000 transactions are almost processed at Walmart. Walmart is like a shopping. And then Sprint processes more than 300,000 of phone calls. Google processed more than 2 million search queries, okay, from the Google search engine. And then individual and organization launch about 576 new websites. Facebook process almost 350 GB data, but this one is a bit older slide. I'm sure that this one is currently it is much more bigger than this, the data set. The source of big data generally it's come from databases, image and medias, clickstream, social networks. HTML is like websites, sensors, okay, census data. We have emails and locations. So these are the sources where you can find the data or data is generated from. And these are the characteristics, what we call as the V's. The V's are known as characteristics. Okay, characteristics of big data. So the four major characteristics of big data is volume, velocity, variety, and veracity. These are the four major. The others one I won't say that it's not important, but somehow this one is the most major. These four. The tick, the red color tick, is the one considered the most popular one. Okay, somehow here we have 8, right? There are more than 16 V's are available. Okay, you see there are 16 V's available. So the first one is volume. Volume is amount of data from myriad sources. Next, velocity. Velocity is the speed at which the data is generated. Variety is the type of data which is a structured or semi-structured or unstructured data. Veracity is the degree to which the data can be trusted. Okay, whether the data is a reliable data or not. So it's based on the veracity. Value. Value is actually the business value of the data collected. Then variability, the ways in which big data can be used and formatted. Okay, the variability, the type. This one is like categories of data. Okay, this one is the type, it's the variable types inside the data. And then visualization, presented data in visualization for end users to understand and act upon. And then here they have a viscosity is the last character, but for this one, but we have more than 16. Remember this, we have more than 16. So refers to the inertia when navigating through a data collection. So types of big data, we have three types of big data: unstructured, structured, and semi-structured. So unstructured data refers to data that lacks any specific form or structure whatsoever. This makes it very difficult and time consuming to process and analyze unstructured data. So it's collected from the data from databases, data warehouse, and enterprise system. Structured data, usually it will be analog data, GPS tracking information, audio and video stream. Okay, but mostly structured data, as I already explained to you guys previously, it is organized, okay, and stored and accessed from database by simple search engine or algorithm. Okay, semi-structured is a combination of both structured and unstructured. So it's referred, although has not been classified under a particular repository, but they come from XML form. Okay, we have XML, email, EDI. So all of these are example for semi-structured. Hadoop is actually a framework that uses the distributed storage and parallel processing to store and manage big data. It is a software most used by data analysts to handle big data, and its market size continues to grow. There are three components of Hadoop, which is known as HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. Hadoop MapReduce is a processing unit, and Hadoop Yarn is yet another resource navigator. Okay, it's a resource management unit as well. Generally, Hadoop is utilized for big data. Remember this, big data is actually a platform where you can utilize it for dealing with big data. So you can store big data, and usually the big data is stored inside here, HDFS. It's like a database system, but it's in a distributed way, which means that they have, like, this is like cloud-based storage. So it will be stored in cloud A, cloud B. So when you have a cloud A and cloud B, the same set of data, okay, for example, you have A, the same set of data will be stored in copy, okay, in cloud B as well. Okay, the same data, both data is equal. Why it is equal? Why we need to save at two places? Because it try to save backup your data. Backup. Okay. Backup your data. The advantage of Hadoop, the cost, scalability, okay, how big is the scale of the data that can work, flexibility, speed, fault tolerance, which means less error, high throughput, minimum network traffic that you can find from Hadoop. Advantages of big data, that is actually a platform where you can use to store and analyze the big data, Hadoop. Okay, inside Hadoop we have many different components, but the three major components you need to remember: HDFS, MapReduce, and Yarn. We have Spark, Hive, HBase, and many others components as well. Okay, these are the advantages of big data. It's able to predict outcome accurately, reduce the cost, better decision making, increase the sale, and improve the customer experience as well. The challenges, still do we have challenges? Though we know that big data, they have set of advantages, there are still some challenges there, where we lack of skilled IT staff. Selecting the right NoSQL tool. NoSQL tool is actually a platform where it can utilize big data. Okay. Cost of technology, yes, it's also very high cost. Maintaining the data security also is very difficult. Complexity of managing data quality also, it's very complex and difficult. Okay, so these are some challenges. Applications. Big data is applied in most of the industries: banking, insurance, transportation, education, manufacturing, energy, utilities, healthcare, and media entertainment. Okay, these are some examples that you can find the applications of big data. Okay, for example, on retail, they have a market basket analysis. I have mentioned about this market basket analysis. I hope you remember or recall back, right? Okay, it's about product association analysis. So when we go to a shopping complex and we try to purchase a milk powder, definitely we will buy sugar, Milo, chocolate, or Horlicks, okay, tea, coffee together. Okay, so this is how they do the market basket analysis. Go on with the fraud services. They try to identify the credit card frauds, Okay, risk scoring and all these things they will try to analyze. And then after that they have web and digital media, health and life sciences. Also, I got to explain to you guys about in terms of my own research, cancer informatics, telecommunications. We have customer churn prevention. What is customer churn? Churn is basically about active customers and inactive customers. So we can do prediction whether the customer is active or not active. Churn is like, inactive customers. And next is e-commerce and customer service. E-commerce, right? Like online shoppings, like we have Lazada, Shopee, all these things. So that's all. Thank you, class. Okay, before I end the video, I want to mention here, after you go through the slides, I have exercises for you guys to do in author under assessment chapter 6 big data exercise. There are 6 questions are given. Make sure after the lecture video do the question and submit the answer before 1 o'clock Monday 28th of October, 1 p.m. Due date. Thank you.